Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of INsanEWayStarcraft. If this is your first time or you're coming back for more, I'm a lower level StarCraft player who enjoys casting and strive to get better at it. So why not expose myself to the real world? I'll bring you live casts of replays and analysis of them whenever possible. So sit back, relax, and enjoy as I introduce our match. So this match is very special to me for two main reasons. One, it is actually an analysis of a match instead of a live cast, and two, it is one of my matches. And what's special about it being what about the match itself is that it is actually a tournament from Zeek, Z33K.com, which is a tournament website. You can make tournaments yourself and do them, or you can sign up for the ones they have. They're all free. Some of them have prizes, some of them do not. Anyone can do it. There are some that are league specific, and there are some that are just general for any league of play. And this one was one of those, any league of play, so I am up against a Masters player. So we're going to go straight into the game, and we're going to have some fun with it. So here on the right side, on GSL's dual site, we have me, INsanEWay, as the Protoss. And on the left side, we have on GSL's dual site, Seaweed, the Zerg. Now, oh wow, as I clear my throat, we're just going to see some normal stuff here going on all around. There's more drones and probes than we know what to do with. My pylon is spot on. Yes. I mean, our builds are, if we were the same race, they'd be synonymous. So, at this moment, there's really not much to... Well, actually, you know what, there is, because I do remember something about this game where I just was not happy about it. As you see, my probes are queued up. Well, actually, hold on just a second. They will be queued up to go to 13, and I do not mean that in any respect. I do not mean to do a 13 gate in any way. I don't know why I did a 13 gate, but for some reason I did a 13 gate. So right now we see Seaweed with 15 supply, no hatch, no supply, or no spawning pool. That's what I'm trying to get at. Alright, so no spawning pool. Here goes down my gas, and he still has no gas, so there's no fast speedlings going on anytime soon. As I make my way over to the scout, I'll see the pool timing and notice that it's not that large, or it's not that fast. So we did a little worker high five. He's going to scout, and he is going to make a expansion. He did a pool first expand. There's that gateway. I should be putting people on gas, but I'm not putting people on gas just yet. I don't know why not, but if you notice, that cybernetic core is late. And you know what? I'm going to pause and talk to you about something real quick. I once heard from a man named Day9, Sean Day9 Plot. And if you don't know who Day9 is, you should get to know who he is if you want to become a better gamer. Because he has this thing called the Day9 Daily every Sunday through Thursday, 7:05 Pacific time. Yes, that's it. And he told me once on his daily, if the middle to late game is decided by a matter of seconds, then the early game is decided by a matter of milliseconds. So I don't care how late my cybernetics core was, it is going to impact the rest of the game. Because I make that late, then that means the next thing is probably going to be late. And then past that, the next level of tech is just going to be late. And late is bad. So as we go back into our game here, after we had our brief little lecture on being late in your timings, we're going to follow this probe around, see its scout pattern. That's all well and cool. We got a queen going here, and I'm just chasing this drone around, which I probably shouldn't be chasing it because it's not like there's any cheese it can do. except take an extractor, but for right now I do not want this extractor, so I'm just going to take it off and do that, because it's just wasting minerals at the moment. And then I can take this zealot, immediately start and chrono boost that warp gate as my probe gets taken out. And he's got 4 zerglings. I don't expect any pressure anytime soon, so I feel comfortable about my position. More talk about the milliseconds and the not chrono boosting the cybernetics core. What am I doing? I need a chrono boost on the cyber. Oh, there it is. Okay. That just keeps getting later and later. The time that I can warp in units just gets later and later. Because I believe 4 chrono boosts will effectively. Well, it may be 5 or 6 now. Oh, and I did not have him on hold position. So these zealots get in there, and these probes are forced to pull off, but he's microing the probes. He needs, or not the probes. So. Oh, and there comes in the stalker. Oh, is the zealot is going to live. Continue to chrono boost that. There goes down the second gas. And over here in Camp Seaweed, he is just happily macroing away. And here he goes with the worker split. And there's the Twilight Council. And I'll give you a little spoiler alert right now. I am doing a Blink Stalker push, which is pretty much standard for me against Zerg. Unless I know my opponent, which I never do, then I do a Blink Stalker, a 3-gate Blink Stalker push against Zerg every time. Never fails, except there are a few variations, such as sometimes I open up Forge first, just depending on the map. I feel that this Twilight Council actually could have been a little bit earlier, and the Blink, if I had more gas, it would get started earlier. So these are all, if you just noticed, these are all mistakes that I made near the beginning of the match. Notice how I had that assimilator up for a long time, even before I built my cybernetics core. Let's go back here and see what we can find that time. All right, we're gonna go through here. We're gonna play, and we're gonna speed it up a little bit. Let's build the cybernetics core. It's building. It's building. It's building. Come on, come on. It's building. There, it's done. So actually, you know what? I did not see what time it was done at. Okay, what time is it gonna be done at? 2:40. How long does it take? Oh, and there we go. It took 10 seconds to get guys in gas. So in that 10 seconds, I could have gotten I mean, that 10 seconds is just crucial. I would have had 10, 15, maybe 20 more gas right now than I did at that time. I would have had more gas by that much, and Blink would have just gotten started that much earlier. So the early game is crucial to your success in the pregame. And another thing that happened was I probably could have made that second assimilator sooner, so that I would have had enough more gas made or harvested by the time the Twilight Council finished. But we're just gonna go into this game, and we're gonna put it back to faster speed. This Zergling's just going around scouting, because I saw some Zerglings run up earlier, but then they ran away, and it looks like they went to this Zelnaga tower. And we get some spine crawler defense going down here, which inevitably just ends my Blink Stalker push, and I can't do crap with it. Because really there is not that much defense by the time I get there. And another big thing about this is I don't know why I lack upgrades. I seriously do not know why I did not make a forge this game. The Baneling Nest is almost done for Seaweed, and here goes my initial Blink Stalker push. We're going to go out to this Zelnaga tower and see these speedlings. They're going to run away because they don't want any of this. I was not on attack move, and I did not want to reveal Blink, so I left that Stalker right there. I'm going ahead and building a proxy pylon. And 4th gateway is finished. And Did I just... No. He canceled missile attacks 1 and got carapace, which I would say is a very, very, very smart idea, as these stalkers do 14 versus armored, which is... I know it's just an extra 4 against armored, but when there's roaches involved, which the roach warren is also being finished, so it is that's a big deal. And I see these spine crawlers, I'm just gonna try and focus them down, but there's so many lings I can keep surrounded. I try and do blink micro around it, but in actuality, as I pause, so there's so much noise, so you can hear me and I can talk, and I'm gonna turn down the sound while I talk. I should have just blinked the entire army out and gotten off the creep as fast as I possibly could, so that I wouldn't lose everything that I did. I believe I end up losing the entire army, and that is just so bad. Let's look at the units lost tab. I'm actually going to lose all this, and oh. Zerg may have lost more units, but the resource count on mine, units lost, 2650 on the resources lost. And at this point, I just should not have lost those units at all. I should have just blinked them all out. These Zerglings are going to sit here. They're going to come up. I'm going to try and force field them, but I failed at force fielding. And none of that's good. Not good at all. And the entire time, I should have been getting upgrades. I mean, I wish I had a forge or an expansion, because as you can see, Zerg is already taking the 3rd expansion. So expanding for me should have been my top priority, as it was 11 minutes in the game, and not expanding and trying to expand, you'll see me try to expand later, was just I believe this might be when I expand, because I'm going out here to check to see if the Zerglings are there. I'll probably send a probe. And let's look at the harvester count. Income. 18 harvesters. That's all I have, is 18 harvesters. Do I need to say that again? 18 harvesters. Now, I know he's on 2 bases, but he has 46 harvesters. That's 13 apiece.